Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Roy and the Fam. Okay, I was in the process of making a custom piece. Well, I still am, but that's not the first custom piece. Like, this is literally the second custom piece because the first one was a chop. It didn't do well. So the fact that I thought it would have did what it need to do, but it didn't. And that's the crazy thing about it. So you know what? I'm still staying consistent with making a custom item because that's what I was intended to do anyways. So I'm going to make sure that this get done. I'm doing a skirt. So a denim skirt. So I'm going to show y'all. But it's going to be a time lapse basically. So I'm going to do that. And plus I'm going to give y'all story time. Well, it's going to be 3 story times in one. 3 stories in one basically. So yeah, let's get into the video. I'm gonna add this video after the time lapse, like after I get done. I'm gonna add this also with the 3 stories in one, basically, so it could have like a link to it, basically. So y'all gonna get a custom piece, like live. Well, not live, but anyways, y'all gonna get a custom piece. up, y'all? I just had. Hold on. I don't. No copywriting. But anyways, so I had got done. Well, done with sewing. I'm going to actually resume doing this tomorrow because I ain't gonna lie, I really been on the machine for a good bit and I just want my mind to like relax. Okay. But anyways, this is the finish sewing. Ooh. This is the finish sewing part. So, I mean, I gotta paint, I'm hand painting on this. So everything is gonna come out once it get like, painted on and washed too. Yeah, so all of that y'all see is not gonna be right there. All of that is gonna be painted over and it's gonna look like brand new. So yeah. Story time. Story time is story time. Story time is story time. My first story time ever on my channel in 2026. Okay, so, whew, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I'm gonna start as, okay, so the first story that I'm going to say, this is like one of the last ones. So I'm going to start with the last one, then the first one that ever happened. Okay, so the first one that had happened, however, I don't know why it's not being in focus. In focus. Like how it's supposed to be anyways. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to get locked out. Anyways. But it was a few weeks. It was like a month ago actually. It was like 2 months ago actually. So I was chilling and stuff like that with this guy or whatever like that. But it was more so that I had asked like, oh hey, like can we go out to the movies or whatever like that. So basically I'm just telling you stories about like how I had weird encounters with people and how the shit really went down or whatever like that. So I was just like, oh hey, like let's go to the movies or whatever like that. So, you know, he was down to go or whatever like that. So, you know, I was telling him like, oh, this the location where I go to or whatever like that to go look at to go watch movies or whatever like that. So he was just like, okay, cool, no problem or whatever like that. So fast forward into waiting or whatever like that, he was just like, oh, I'm about to be getting all this and this, but I'm waiting on my boss. Now, first, he had said that he was waiting to get off work, but I knew you was at work because you said that. But I'm like, but if you wasn't about to be getting off, why would you have a person thinking that you was about to get off when you know you actually wasn't? So, that's when he proceeded to say like, oh, I'm finally like on my way, like I'm this many minutes away. And then he was just like, oh, I don't want to have us to be late or whatever like that for the movies or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. So we was going to see Predators, The Last Bloodline. It was a real good movie, don't get me wrong. It was actually a good movie, good enough for me to actually go and sit in that bitch by myself and watch it. Like, no cap. So he finally gets here to my home. So I gets up in the car, whatever like that. It was just like a little brief little speak or whatever like that. Wasn't nothing too major or whatever. So I had told him I was just like, oh, okay, well this is where we about to go at. Then he was just like, okay, so where's the like the location? So I was just like, oh, you have to go this way. he was just like, well, what you mean we have to go this way? Like, you don't go to this one? And I'm like, no, the one that I go to is not that way. It's literally in the other direction. And he was just like, oh, wow, like, so how often do you come in? And I'm like, so do they even have parking there and all like that? I said, oh, I wouldn't know because every time I go there, I literally walk. Me personally, like I walk or catch a lift or whatever like that. So I ain't really thinking none of it or whatever. So as we still up in the car, whatever like that, driving, we gets to our destination. He couldn't find no parking spot as usual. So he takes it upon himself. I'm joking, not them speeding and playing bounce music. So he proceeds to take his time. He proceeds to take the time of like looking for a parking spot, whatever like that. And I'm like, oh, you would want to get a little bit closer, whatever like that, this and this. So then we had went into the parking area, but it was just like, oh, $7. So he was just like, oh, great, that's good, that's good. So then we gets up in there, put in the license plate number or whatever like that. So then that's when I seen like for 2 hours, it was like $30-something. I said, bitch, we not about to be up in here for no motherfucking hour, bitch. Like, and this movie is 2 hours. Like, you literally go, for one, you gonna be spending $30-some. And plus, when we come back out this bitch, your car might not be here. So, he was just like, like, don't it say, like, it said 7 o'clock. So then that's when we go. I walk right there to go check with him. So basically, it's $7 after like a certain amount of time. I mean, throughout Monday through Friday before 7. So I sit up there and I'm just like, okay, so let's go up in there. Let's go park or whatever like that. So we gets up in the car, or whatever. So then at this point, he just catching the attitude, but I'm like, for one. Oh, and I ain't even this going back a few minutes. He literally was saying like, oh, like I could pay for the for the ticket or whatever like that. Some along those words, and I was just like, oh, I wasn't about to pay no $30 like for no fucking parking ticket. I mean, like for no parking spot or whatever like that. Like, nigga, is you crazy? So then he goes further into saying that, okay, let's just hurry up and just find somewhere to go on park and all like that. So we wound up finding a spot that was by the bar or whatever like that. So we had hopped out or whatever like that. We asked the people, like, oh, is it cool like we park right here? Then was just like, yeah, well, y'all going there to the movies. Then was just like, yeah, y'all should be good or whatever like that. So we had walked up in there. Then he was just like, he walking all fast, like way ahead of me, and like in hesitation, like where it was just like I'm already about to be missing 30 minutes of it and all like that, because mind you, the fucking movie started at 7. I think the movie started at 8. And we didn't get there until like 8:20 something, like 8:30 something maybe, like fully got like in there. So when we had finally sat down, whatever like that, it was at a good part or whatever like that. But like as we sitting down, he just sitting up there, not really being verbal or whatever like that at all. So I'm just like, okay, so let me just try to just make the vibe a little bit more comfortable. So I just put my hand on his leg or whatever like that. You know, anybody else, they would have looked at you or whatever like that and would have like put their hand on your leg or whatever like that, but they didn't. So he comes. I mean, it's like I come to my own senses and was like, nah, bitch, like just move your hand, because obviously they not fuck with you like that and all that. So I was just like, okay, cool. He gets up. I'm about to go use the restroom. He go use the restroom, comes back. Then towards like halfway through the movie, he was just like, oh, go buy me a drink. And then like hands the the $5 like that. And I'm just like, okay, like it's a better way of saying that. So then that's when he goes to saying like, oh, just give me this kind or whatever like that. So I was just like, what if they don't have that? Then he was just like, just give me any kind, just give me any kind. So I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh, hold on. This is my mother. Yeah, hello. What's wrong with you? Oh, well, we go get something to eat when you go get something to eat when you get here because oh, because if not, I would have bought us well, if you want a pizza, I'll just wait until you get here so we could go and get one, a breakfast or something. I'll walk down now. All right, all right, all right. That's my mama. She just made it back up into New Orleans. But anyways, so I goes out there to go get the drink or whatever like that. So mind you, when I gets out there, I see like the lights is off or whatever like that. So then it was just like, oh, what you was trying to get? And I was just like, something to drink, and it was just like, oh, they closed. And I was just like, well, somebody's gonna be upset. So I goes, I go back up into the theater part where the little part where we, anyways. So then I goes back up in there. So he sits up there, and I tells him, I was like, oh, they don't like it's closed or whatever like that. Like you can't get it because it's closed. And he was just like, what, they closed? And he was just like, like don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I'll just get it when I leave and all that. So I'm just like, okay, like, bitch, you catching that attitude for nothing. And it's like, I didn't even do you anything. I didn't even do you anything. For one, you're getting upset because of shit that you don't know. But how can you ever get any type of information from out of me if you're constantly having a obnoxious type of um vibe towards me? And it's like, bitch, I ain't even put that out up in the air. Like, I was really just being real cool with you, and you acting however you acting, and I'm not fucking with that. So, he sits up there and goes, so as the movie or whatever like that gets done, we leave out whatever like that. So then that's when he like goes again ahead of me or whatever like that. We leaves, get back up in the car, whatever like that. So as we leaving out whatever like that, I was just trying to make like a simple conversation, like, oh, the movie was nice, this, that. So he gets on the phone or whatever like that, like texting. So then that's when like as we driving, we ain't even get too far from the place. So as he sit up there and he asked me, he was just like, what does WSL mean? And in my head, I'm like, if somebody sends you that, you should at least know something. So, because I don't really speak and like, I don't do all of that. Like, I'm not about to abbreviate anything. So, so when I really had like looked it up at first, I had said to myself, I'm like, well, see you later. And I'm saying to myself, well, like your boss wouldn't tell you nothing like this, so who this is? Even though I don't give a fuck, but it's just like I don't like people to try to give me um access to them if they already have somebody. And not even access to them. Like, don't make me feel like we could actually be chilling and doing stuff, but you already have somebody waiting on you. Basically tomorrow or whatever like that, because you must have told them that you was already out and that you was tired and you wanted to get home because you was aggravated. So that didn't have nothing to do with me. So after all that, I had got out the car, whatever like that. I said, oh, well, see you later, this and this and all like that. So then that's when I went on ChatGPT And I was just like, how, like, what's a good way for me to like tell a person that like it was all a little bit off about how the way that they was acting or whatever like that towards you without being like mean or whatever like that. So like they had gave me a little example or whatever like that. So I just had used it or whatever like that, and that's just what it was. And then it's like at work or whatever like that, he had text. I had text again or whatever like that. So then that's when he had text like with the question mark, like acting all confused. And then that's when I sent something else, and I was just like, you know what? Like I'm good. Like I'm good on this. So I just had blocked them. Cause I said, to be honest, you not about to bother me at all. You're not about to bother me. Oh damn, this fucking video gonna be long as fuck. It's already 14 minutes. I don't even know if I won't even talk about the other two. Damn, I should though. But um, this is what I be saying. This is why I like to stick to myself and not be around people too much, because a lot of people do stupid A lot of people do stupid shit. Look at my finger. You see it? I don't know if y'all can see it. I had cut it with the tool that I have to like pop the thread and stuff like that. Some way somehow like the bitch had slipped and it had cut me. But I wasn't bleeding that much, but it was a little bit. But I had pulled some of that green alcohol on it, and it started clearing up good. I mean, like it started healing up quick. Anyways, but yeah, this is why I stay to myself. This is why I don't really like being out. And if I do give a person a chance, don't fuck it up. Like I literally be testing you on certain shit, like how you're gonna respond, how you're gonna act this way, or how will it be if I say something towards it. Like I'm going to test you because I said I would want to know for myself. No, because I really want to know how a person would genuinely be towards me. And I know I talk over myself sometimes, most of the time. Anyways, but yeah, I be wanting to know like how a person would genuinely like treat me or whatever like that, and I don't be wanting to feel like I'm putting too much effort up into something when it probably don't go nowhere where I needed to go at. And this is why I go back to saying I stay to myself. I really don't be bothered. And why is this car coming down the street so slow? Let me head up inside. They be crazy around here. Hold on. I'm I'm gonna get to the other two story times. Hold on. Okay, so the other two stories that I was going to talk about, I'm going to save those for tomorrow, because I'm gonna edit my videos and stuff. Well, yeah, my videos from today, so I can have that already out the way. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm really like. I want to stay up because I want to wait until my mama get her. Well, I have to stay up anyways. Speaking of her, hello. Oh, you spoiled me by letting me indoors. Can I just say something? Yeah, give me your half-assed apology. I wasn't going to apologize. What was I saying? So what you want to do is, did you call him in? Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I'm going to edit these clips and all that for the vlog and the custom made piece, like a DUI. I said DUI. Not a DUI. Anyways, the custom piece however. So I'm gonna get that done. and post that just so I could have that already out. And then the other two story times that I could actually take my time to say, because I mean I could make this video long, but fuck, it's already gonna be long anyways. Because of me doing a custom piece and stuff. But I'm about to make you some grits and eat that because I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry. Oh, I need to hurry up and get that water before it burns. Alright, well, see y'all later. I love y'all, and always remember, always be yourself, and don't never let nobody tell you that you're less than something, because who are they to speak on your life? Fuck them. Good night.